double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brissett trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 61 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Oh, nice move. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Brissett now. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Manti Te'o marches in to sack him.
60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Hey, high 7. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I got you. I got you. Hey, check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Cooper was the intended target. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Brissett now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Tannehill now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking deep for Hilton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run for Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Singles. Hey, you're on an
To throw, Brissett. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brissett sets to throw it. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brissett again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Ready? From the gun, here's Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Brissett. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run, Chubb, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And the catch made by Hilton. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts him in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. He is a two-possession. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Giants. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Henry Anderson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on second and long. Tannehill letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here,
and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Tannehill. Under pressure, they got him again. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Tannehill, buying time to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. From the 27, Tannehill. And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Brissett. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They run. Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Brissett. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a